Do you know that according to the Bible, Jesus Christ is not the only begotten Son of God? The belief of Jesus as the only begotten Son of God is a Christian doctrine, not the Bible's. And so let's do this the Bible's way, whether or not Jesus Christ is the only begotten Son of God. Now, the Gospel according to John chapter 3 verse 16, it says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have an everlasting life. Now, this is Jesus Christ himself speaking according to this verse. And so, what is the idea of Jesus Christ using the pronoun him instead of me, if he was really referring to himself as the only begotten Son of God? Now, the verse 18 of the same chapter says that no man had ascended up to heaven, but he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man, which is in heaven. So according to this verse, yes, this is why they are called messengers of God, because they were at somewhere and they were sent to this world as messengers. And after whatsoever purpose that they came to this world is accomplished, they return back to where they came from. And so no man had ascended up to heaven, but the messengers of God who came down from heaven returned back to where they came from, even the Son of Man, which is in heaven. Now, whenever we talk about the Son of Man, then we know that Jesus Christ is the Son of Man. But according to Jesus Christ himself in this chapter, this Son of Man is in heaven. And the surprising thing is that the second half of this verse, which says that even the Son of Man which is in heaven have been gotten rid of in all the later versions of the Bible. It's only available in the old King James version of the Bible. All the other versions of the Bible have gotten rid of it. And so why is this so? Because they don't want you to know the truth. So everything that Jesus Christ said from this verse onwards concerning salvation is about the Son of Man which is in heaven. Now to the verse 16, it says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have an everlasting life. So if Jesus Christ was really referring to himself as the only begotten Son of God, then this is how this verse should have been. That for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in me should not perish but have an everlasting life. So it was because Jesus Christ was referring to the Son of Man which was in heaven. That is why he uses the pronoun him instead of me. Now, when you take a look at the Bible carefully, you realize that whenever Jesus Christ is speaking about salvation concerning the Jews, he used the pronoun I or me. But when he's speaking about salvation concerning the entire world, he uses the pronoun he, him, or thee. Now, this is the difference. The Gospel according to Matthew chapter 15 verse 22 to 24, it says that, and a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David, for my daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. And he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she cried after us. And this was Jesus Christ's reply. It says that, and he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lordship of the house of Israel. I am not sent. Jesus was referring to himself as the Savior of the Jews. I am not sent but unto the lordship of the house of Israel. Now, with the same courage, Jesus Christ said, according to the Gospel, according to John chapter 3 verse 16, that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have an everlasting life. So the difference here is that one was referring to himself, which says that I am not sent but unto the lordship of the house of Israel. So he was referring to himself as the Savior of the Jews. And on the other side, he was referring to someone else when he says that he who believeth in him should not perish but have an everlasting life. Now, according to John the Baptist, who is this only begotten Son of God? Now, John the Baptist is like 6 months older than Jesus Christ. He was the one who baptized Jesus Christ. And so John the Baptist and Jesus Christ, came in the same era. And all of them are messengers of God. Now, this is what John the Baptist said concerning the only begotten Son of God. The Gospel according to John chapter 1 verse 18, it says that no man has seen God and the only begotten Son, which is at the bosom of the Father. And he had declared him. So according to John the Baptist, who is this only begotten Son of God? According to him, no man has seen the only begotten Son of God. And Jesus Christ was in this world, and he had been seen by people. But according to John the Baptist, no man has seen God and the only begotten Son. And this only begotten Son is at the bosom of the Father. And so this goes in line with what Jesus Christ said when he says that even the Son of Man, which is in heaven. Now, according to John the Baptist too, this only begotten Son is at the bosom of the Father. Now, this is not some sort of an encoded verse or one of these hidden verses of the Bible. This is very much clear in the Bible. We are just being ignorant of the truth.